Welcome back, Better Agents. In this week's video, we're discussing building your lender referral network. Essentially, how to get more loan officers to refer you more home insurance business. Quick little plug, if you want to schedule 30 minutes on my calendar where we can talk about anything that you want to talk about, whether it be sales, leadership, marketing, agency success, then you can do so by finding the link to my calendar in the description below. We'll talk about whatever that you want to talk about. No pitch, no sales gimmicks, nothing. Just 30 minutes uninterrupted where you and I talk about anything that you want to talk about. Now, this is a question I get asked a lot on these 30-minute calls from independent insurance agents. They want to know, how do I build my referral network partners so that I get more home insurance business from these different loan officers? It starts by being able to identify which loan officers you want to work with in your agency. I'm going to take you into one of my favorite resource guides that's going to show you how to locate these loan officers, and it's going to show you how much production they're doing. This is a free resource. It's amazing. This way, you don't have to waste your time cold calling on loan officers, having to wonder how much production they're doing. You get to see it documented so that you're only spending your time working the loan officers that have actual business, actual production that they could be sending you. You're going to want to go to scotsmansguide.com. This is a free resource that's going to list and rank your loan officers. You're going to click on rankings in the top navigation bar, and you're going to click on top originators. On the next page, you can rank them by top dollar volume, or you can rank them by most loans closed. That's the one that I choose to go with to view the rankings. Once you've done that, it's going to pull up everybody in the country that qualifies for this production, and then you're going to be able to see everybody. You're going to want to filter and sort and pick the state that you're in. I'm simply going to choose Arizona because that's the state that I'm in, and now it's going to show me everybody who's on Scotsman's Guide that's in Arizona. I can see them by first name, I can see last name, their company, their state, how many closed loans, their total volume, number of purchases, number of refis. It's amazing. If we just scroll down a little bit, I'm going to pick one out here that's on the list that we're going to begin to pinpoint. I don't want to pick the one who's at the top. I kind of want to go after one that's doing well. So I'm going to pick Chris Lawler here from Nova Home Loans. He's done 605 transactions in 2021. That's a lot. I'm going to look him up here on LinkedIn. I can connect with him. I can reach out to him. I can kind of get more of a feel for who he is. I can see who else he might be connected with in the industry. And then I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to simply find his homepage by typing in his information and finding him on Google. I'm going to click on his name here, and it's going to bring him up. They put everything online. It's amazing. I can see his office phone number. I can see his mobile number. I can see his fax. I can see his email. And then it even has a little bit of a bio. And I'm going to tell you why this is important in just a little bit. But it says that he was a U.S. Air Force family. That's good to know. If I scroll down a little bit more, it also says that with every home loan, he donates $50 to organizations that support adoption and foster care. This is amazing intel that I can be able to use when I want to reach out to Chris. By utilizing free resources like Scotsman's Guide, LinkedIn, Google search, Facebook groups, it's never been easier to identify which successful loan officers you want to work with in your insurance agency. But what we want to spend just a few moments doing is fine-tuning the message so that we stand out in their inbox. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, Nick, I can identify them, but I don't know how to reach out to them. I don't know what to say. I don't want to come off as some spammer or some solicitor. So down in the description below, I've put a free template that you can use. You can copy and paste. You can put in your LinkedIn messages. You can put in your emails. It's going to help you stand out in the inbox so that you can build real relationship with these loan officers. Now, one of the trends I quickly want to discuss that's popped up over the last number of years is insurance agents providing leads to their loan officers. They'll go online, they'll generate a home buyer lead, someone who wants to buy a home, and they'll give it to a loan officer and they'll say, I'll give you these leads if you continue to refer me home insurance business. I'm going to tell you from experience why I think this is a very bad idea. You're going to burn more relationships that you ever create. Loan officers don't want your garbage leads. They have enough in just in the refi market or the people that are sending them business anyways. The successful ones don't want to operate that way. So you need to build a relationship that's not built on some transactional, I give you leads, you give me leads, but it's built on more value, more trust. It's not sustainable. It might be a good idea to get their attention, but if they're savvy enough, if they're successful enough, and these are the ones that you want, they're not going to be interested in your garbage leads. So let's talk about how to build real relationships with loan officers. It starts by being real. Be a real person. Be a real friend. Don't just walk into their office begging them for referrals, begging them for business, berating them and their staff.
I sell insurance.
What a shock.
Do you have life insurance? Because if you do, you could always use a little more. Am I right or am I right or am I right?
You don't like it when the Surf Pro rep walks into your office asking you and your team every single week and every single month for home restoration claims, so don't be that person to the loan officer. Be a real friend to them. Point number 2, part of being a real person and being a real friend is being consistent. Don't just expect to close all of their referral business the first time you walk into their office or the first time that you call on them. You've got to consistently show up. Part of being a real friend is consistently being there. And I know I just said don't walk into their office every single month and beg for referrals. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying show up, get to know them, talk about the simple things. Before you ever ask for any business, they know why you're there, but before you ask for any business, get to know them on a deeper level. Now, the third point ties into the other 2 points beautifully, and that is value what they value. In the example of the loan officer from Scotsman's Guide, it said that he donates money to foster and adoption charities locally. One of the things that you can do is you can support that. Maybe an idea that comes your way is you can say, every loan that you do, whether or not we do the home insurance for it or not, we'll match your donation. We want to value what you value. We want to help you in your mission to make an impact in these things that are important to you. If you value what they value, that's part of being a real person, and if you do it consistently, it makes all these 3 first points just kind of work really well seamlessly. Value what they value, make it important to you, because if it's important to you, then you're gonna be able to stand out more to them. And listen, I wanna say right now, this is not some gimmick. It shouldn't be a gimmick. If you find that something is important to them that runs really, it's contrary to the things that are important to you, I'm not saying you've got to bend your morals to get this business, but I'm saying if there's something that is really important to them, it's a good cause, then you should figure out ways to support them in that and allow them to make a greater impact in the things that they're trying to make an impact in. This is a great way for you to make these first 3 points of being real, being consistent, and valuing what they value really kind of mesh together really well. Now, the 4th point is all about making them a star. You want to brag on them. You want to make them the celebrity. One of the things that we did in our agency is we worked with a loan officer who was a former military veteran, and he specialized in working with other active duty and retired military personnel and helping them get home loans or VA loans. One of the things that we did, and you can use this as an idea, is we went to that loan officer and we said, hey, we want to help put on an appreciation event for local military. We worked in a military community, and so there was a lot of people who were former military. We said we want to put on an event and we want to have you be the spokesperson or the face, the person behind the podium. We want to recognize them. We want to underwrite this. We want to help facilitate it. We'll do all the marketing. We'll pay for stuff. We want to do a co-marketing event with you so that you can have a greater audience with your veterans. Again, that goes back to valuing what they value. And that was a huge success. Even if you got 15 people or 5 people at an event, that doesn't matter. The fact is you made a real strong impression with that loan officer, and by valuing what they value and by making them the star, it does wonders for you in that referral relationship. Another similar event that you can do is find a loan officer that you can do a co-marketing event where you honor the local first responders. So police, fire, hospital, and medics. Put on an appreciation dinner. Maybe it's a black tie affair and you're gonna just bring them in. You're gonna bring the chief of police in. You're gonna honor all the people who are first responders, and it's just an appreciation dinner. You get some slides, you do a quick little video. You can find someone to do that. You go to a loan officer, you say, let's go in halves on this, or we'll pay for most of it, but let's put this on together because we think it'll make a really strong impact within our local community. These are great ideas that you can go in on with a loan officer, and they're going to say yes. This beats just walking into their office and saying, can you send me your home insurance quotes, please? By making them the star, you are endearing yourself to the loan officer. You think that anybody else in the community is doing these things for them? It's going to help them grow their business. It's going to help them grow their influence, and by doing that and by working together as a team, then you can have great results. First-time home buyer classes, or classes where you're introducing loan officers and real estate agents or title people. You're bringing all these people together. You're answering questions. Again, great ways to do it. I know that my friends over at Glovebox, one of the things that they did is they put on continuing education classes and they hosted those things. Again, it's making them the star. It's valuing what they value. It's being their friend. It's bringing them to value. This and only this is how you build sustainable relationships with loan officers. It shouldn't be about any other gimmicks, any other things. It's not about you begging for anything. It's not about you luring them in with these leads or with anything else. It's about relationship. It's about value. And this is how you do it. I know it's hard because you're at the bottom of the totem pole. You're going, I'm the last person in the transaction. I don't know how to bring value. Hopefully some of the tips in these videos are going to help you think about some ways that you can then Build the relationship on value with the loan officer. Every single Monday, we're making new videos here on the Better Agency channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe, if you would like this video. Again, there's a copy of a script down in the description below. Share this video in any of the Facebook groups that you know for insurance agents. We would love to have everybody get their hands on these resources, and we'll see you again on the next video.